for you today. Today I'm going to be reading you a story. If the angle or anything is wrong on this video, just know that I've never filmed one like this before. So I'm just trying things out. This is my first time doing it on a different type of camera, I guess, like angle. So, but I hope that you guys stick around to listen to the wonderful story of Ponyo. I'm sorry about my really janky nails. I know that they're really short. And I tried to do some nail polish on them so that they would look kind of cute, but I couldn't figure out where my nail polish remover was. So if anybody makes fun of my hands, I will cry because they're a big insecurity of mine. I think that I don't know, I think they look weird, but on with the story. If this book looks familiar to you, it is because I featured this book in one of my haul videos not too long ago, and I thought that it would be a very fun video idea to read it to you all. It's so weird to do these hand movements, but okay. Are you ready to get started? We have lovely little Ponyo and a bubble here. Ponyo's in your bubble. Do a little bit of tapping. Okay. Walt Disney Pictures presents a Studio Ghibli film, Ponyo, picture book, original story and screenplay, written and directed by Miyazaki. Alright. So let me just rearrange myself in my chair really fast. Okay, here we go. Get closer to the mic. Okay, let's meet the characters. We have Sasuke, a 5-year-old boy who lives in a house on a cliff. He has his little boat. I love his haircut. It's like an undercut. And then we have, I am so sorry, I apologize if I pronounce these names wrong in my reading. I completely do not intend to. So, just disclaimer. Say Koji, Sasuke's father. He's the captain of a ship called Kogini Maru. He is often away from home. And there's Lisa. She's like my favorite character besides Ponyo. Lisa, Sasuke's mother. She works at a senior citizen center. Kumiko is Sasuke's friend from school. The ladies of the senior citizen center, their legs aren't strong, so they use wheelchairs. We have Toki, Naruko, or Yoshi. I'm pretty sure that Naruko or Yoshi, one of them, I don't remember which, is voiced by Betty White. Then we have little baby Ponyo, a young goldfish girl. Her father jellyfish surged from the ocean's depths, from the ocean's depths, from the ocean's depths. Fujimoto was creating the jellyfish from inside the golden air bubble of his submarine. He filled a dropper with a magic elixir, and let the liquid drip out. The air bubble shimmied with rainbow hues. The drops of liquid became tiny creatures called plankton. The plankton, born in the golden light, floated upward and transformed into jellyfish. It was Fujimoto's dream to restore the abundant life that had once flourished in the ocean, long before the birth of humankind. As Fujimoto worked, a porthole on the side of his submarine opened. A small little face peeked out. It was a little goldfish girl. She swam out, keeping an eye on Fujimoto. Her many little sisters swam along behind her. Shh, said the goldfish to her sisters. Quiet, or he'll hear us. The goldfish girl kissed one of her sisters goodbye and set off on her voyage. She's setting off on her voyage. She got inside a tiny jellyfish and landed softly on the back of a larger one. She floated gently, upward, with the cluster of jellyfish. Beams of moonlight shone through the blue ocean ceiling. Looking up through the surface of the ocean, the fish girl saw the moon. She smiled. With a sigh of relief, she closed her eyes. The house on the cliff by the sea. The next morning, the girlfish woke up and poked her face out of the water. Up on a cliff, she saw a house with a red roof. It was Sasuke's house. Sasuke came running out of the house, carrying his favorite toy boat. He ran down the side of the cliff. The little girlfish had never seen a human boy before. As she gazed at the boy, small fish started splashing around her. They seemed to be trying to get away from something. She turned to see a fishing boat barreling toward her. Oh no, thought the girlfish. I have to get away. The fishing boat dragged a net along the bottom of the sea, scooping up garbage and mud along with fish. The little girl swam for her life and straight into a glass jar. She was caught in the net, jar and all. Flail, squirm. Finally, she managed to escape from the net, but the jar would not come off. She struggled to swim, but got weaker and weaker. When Sasuke got to the bottom of the cliff, he went to the water's edge and stopped. He thought. Something in the water caught his eye. What's that? He thought. Sasuke walked into the sea and picked it smashed at the rocks by his feet. As the wave retreated, its two eyes watched the boy intently. Sasuke smashed the jar with a rock. Crack, crack, crack. The glass cracked and the jar broke. The jar broke. The jar broke. The goldfish lay limp and did not move, did not move, did not move. Ow! Cried the boy. He'd cut his thumb. He cut his thumb on the glass. He licked his thumb, then scooped up the fish with both hands. It looks kinda dead, he said. He cradled the fish and peered down at it, peered down at the fish, at the fish, at the fish. Suddenly the fish licked the blood from Sasuke's finger. It licked me, the boy cried. It's alive. Sasuke, I'm late, Lisa called. It was time to leave for school. Mom, a goldfish, called Sasuke, and headed up the cliff to headed up the cliff path toward home. A strong wind began to blow. More menacingly, waves flowed toward Sasuke. The waves followed Sasuke onto the rocks, but they couldn't reach the cliff path, so they retreated. The strange waves were actually fish that served Fujimoto. When they told him what had happened to his daughter, Fujimoto came out of the sea. What? She was captured by a human? This is very bad. This is very bad, very bad. Sasuke quickly filled a pail with water and put the goldfish in. Is Darty dead? He wondered. He gently turned the fish over. Her face bobbed out of the water. You're alive, he cried. The goldfish opened its mouth and squirted a stream of water at him. Sploosh. What? Whoa. Sasuke laughed and wiped his face. Let's go, Lisa shouted from the car. Look, Mom, I found a goldfish. A goldfish. It was right down by the rocks. As Sasuke got into the car, Fujimoto came towards them. He was spraying something from a shower head. Lisa glared at Fujimoto. I don't know who you are, she said sharply, but we don't use weed killer around here. No weed killer. No weed killer. No, no, no. No, no, no. What? This isn't. I would never use weed killer. This is the purest ocean water. It keeps me from drying out when. Lisa didn't wait for Fujimoto to finish. Whatever, as long as it's not weed killer. Excuse us. And she zoomed off in her car. This is bad. This is very bad. Lisa looked in the bucket and said, another experiment for school. You know your teacher never liked show and tell. The goldfish in the pail stared at Sasuke. Don't worry, I'll take good care of you, he said gently. Lisa peered into the bucket and smiled. She sure is pretty. Lisa handed him a sandwich. Hurry up and eat your breakfast, she said. Want some? Sasuke asked the goldfish. As he tore off a piece of bread, he noticed something surprising. Hey, my cut is all healed. There wasn't even a scab where he'd cut his thumb on the glass jar. He looked at the goldfish. Mom, I think we will call her Ponyo. She came to me. She might be magic. I'm going to have to be very careful with her. Very careful. Ponyo was not interested in the bread. She didn't even look at it. Want him instead? Asked Sasuke, and held some out to her. Chomp, 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 chomp. In an instant, Ponyo pulled the ham from the sandwich and began chomping away. Munch, munch, gobble. Munch, munch, gobble. Munch, munch, gobble. Oh, Mom, Ponyo likes ham, cried Sasuke. So, said Lisa, she thinks she's a human. As Lisa drove along the seaside road, Fujimoto quietly followed in his submarine. Ponyo, there's our house, Sasuke said, lifting the pail. Ponyo raised her head to look at the house on the cliff by the sea. Sasuke. Hi, Yoshi. I'm kind of busy. Is that so? See you later, called Sasuke as he headed to school carrying Ponyo in the pail. As he did every morning, Sasuke got from the senior center to school through a hole in the fence. He wanted to take Ponyo to school, but he thought about what his mother had said. Maybe my teacher will get mad, he thought. I know. Sasuke hid Ponyo among the azalea bushes. Wait here, he said, and covered the pail with a large leaf tied Ponyo from the cat. Ponyo peeked at Sasuke from under the leaf. I'll be right back. At school, Sasuke couldn't stop worrying about Ponyo. He paced by the doorway. Sasuke called Kimiko. Look at the new dress my mother made me, she said, and twirled. Isn't it fantastic? Karen came over to join them. Sasuke, she said, let's go play. Can't, answered Sasuke briskly. Not now. I'm busy. You're not busy, Kimiko said. You're 5. I am too. I have a job, Sasuke replied. You were so weird, said Kimiko. Yeah, Karen agreed. The girls left, and Sasuke hurried back to Ponyo. When Sasuke looked into the pail, Ponyo was motionless. He touched her and worriedly called her name. Ponyo. The little fish half opened her eyes and mumbled sleepily. Whew, she's alive, Sasuke thought with relief. Tears of happiness welled in his eyes, One, two. Sasuke was startled to hear his name. He turned around and saw Kimiko standing right behind him. What is that? There are rules about bringing things to school, you know. I know, this isn't school. These bushes are on senior center property. Let me see, said Kimiko as she peered into the bucket. Oh, a goldfish. She's not just a goldfish, said Sasuke. She's Ponyo. Ponyo, let me see. Okay, but don't tell anyone she's here. I won't. Look at her. Isn't she pretty? Sasuke held the pail out for Kimiko to see. Ponyo took one look at Kimiko and turned her head away. Kimiko got mad. She glared at Ponyo. That's the most boring goldfish I have ever seen in my entire life. She's funny looking and fat. My goldfish is cuter. Sploosh. Ponyo squirted Kimiko with water, soaking her new dress. Kimiko began to wail. As fast as he could, Sasuke ran to the senior center. When he knew they were safe, he gently spoke to Ponyo. Kimiko deserved that one. We should never judge others by the way they look. That's true. He spotted a water hose and had an idea. Let's get you some more water. He said. But then he knocked the pail over by accident. Oh no. Ponyo was almost sucked down the drain. Sasuke quickly scooped her up and put her back in the pail. Ponyo poked her face out of the water and playfully squirted water onto Sasuke's face. Ha! He laughed. I deserve that. There it is again, said someone in the distance. I hear Sasuke's voice, but I know our boy is in school right now, so it must be in my head. Sasuke recognized Yoshi's voice. Sasuke let Yoshi and Riko look at his pail. Her name is Ponyo. She likes to eat ham. She might do magic. That's the secret. I got a cut on my thumb and it went away because she licked it. Maybe she'd fix my hips for me, said Yoshi. Let me have a look. I'd let a fish lick me if it would get me out of this wheelchair, said Riko. Then Toki came up to them. Toki saw Ponyo. It has a real face on it, she exclaimed loudly. Hurry up and put it back in the ocean, or we'll have a tsunami. Fish with faces who come out of the sea cause tsunamis. That's what they always say. Sploosh, sploosh, sploosh. Ponyo squirted her. Toki fussed even more loudly. Ah, it's the tsunami. It's here. Help. Toki, what's the matter? Before his mother could see him, Sasuke ran down to the rocks. Don't worry, Ponyo. No matter what, I'll protect you, he promised. At his gentle words, Ponyo lifted her head out of the water and opened and closed her mouth. Sasuke, what? She just spoke. Sasuke's eyes round with surprise. Ponyo spoke again. Sasuke, Ponyo. Sasuke heard it clearly. He nodded empathetically and repeated, Ponyo. Then he pointed to himself and said, Sasuke. Ponyo loves Sasuke. I would love you too, Sasuke declared seriously. Ponyo flipped happily in the air. Happily, happily, happily. Sasuke was bursting with happiness too. Fujimoto, Fujimoto, Fujimoto was an ocean silently moving towards Ponyo and Sasuke. He scooped up some seawater. Slithering fish hatched from the palm of his hand and turned into strange watery creatures. They flowed over to the rocks where Sasuke stood. The creatures grew into huge waves. They surrounded Sasuke. In an instant, swept Ponyo away. As suddenly as they'd come, the waves were gone. The sea was calm. Only gentle waves lapped at the shore. Ponyo, called Sasuke. He waded into the sea. Hey! The pail came floating toward him, but it was empty. Ponyo was nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. Ponyo, Ponyo, splash. Sasuke. Back in Lisa's arms. Sasuke couldn't stop crying. Ponyo, Ponyo. I want to be human. On the way back home, Sasuke had some ice cream, but he was still sad. His mother tried to make him feel better. I'm really sorry, baby, she said. This could be for the best. I know you tried, but Ponyo is a fish. She wasn't meant to live in a bucket. The ocean is her home. Daddy's finally coming home tonight. You can tell him all about Ponyo. When they got home, Sasuke just stood gazing out at sea. Time to come in now, his mother called. Maybe if I leave the pail outside, Ponyo will be able to find our house when she comes back, said Sasuke hopefully. Do that, his mother said. I think that's a lovely thing to do for Ponyo. I will, nodded Sasuke. He placed his pail gently on the fence, gently on the fence. Sasuke's mom was making Sasuke's dad favorite stew when the phone rang. Sasuke, can you get it? It must be your dad. Sasuke answered the phone. His father was calling to say that he wouldn't be home. I got offered another shift, he said. I have to take it. I'll signal you from the ship when we pass. Sasuke put on his captain's cap, and went out on the balcony. He looked through the binoculars for his father's signal. Out on the dark water, he could see a ship flashing its signal lights. There's Dad, Sasuke cried. Turn off the lights, Mom. Don't you want to signal him? His mother was upset that Sasuke's father wasn't coming home. She didn't answer. Ignore that. Sasuke turned off the lights in the room and flashed a signal back to his dad's ship. I'm gonna take a little drink of water. My son is working the signal all by himself. Can you believe that? Your wife must be really mad. S-O-R-R-Y. Dad says that he's very sorry. Wow, nice, Dad. Dad says he loves you. To apologize for not coming home, Sasuke's dad turned on all the ship's lights. The ship sparkled on the sea. Thanks. Good luck. Love and kisses. Kisses. Sasuke's mom was lying on his bed. Sasuke stroked her hair. Don't cry, Mom. I know Dad breaks his promises sometimes, but he does his best for us. I promised Ponyo I'd take care of her. Then I lost her. I wonder if she's crying now. Sasuke felt terrible that he hadn't been able to keep his promise to Ponyo. His mom squeezed him tightly. You were so good, she said. Then she sprang out of bed. Don't you worry, Sasuke. You did your best. Ponyo will be fine. I hope so. mysterious underwater farm, Fujimoto tried to wash all traces of the human world from Ponyo. How many times have I warned you about the vile human waters? You must never go back to the surface. Now eat, Brunhilde. Ponyo refused. I want ham. Ham? Did you eat their food? What else? Did you taste blood, Brunhilde? My name is not Brunhilde. It's Ponyo. Ponyo loves Sasuke, she cried. I want to be human too. Human? Asked her father. What do you know about humans? They spoil the sea. They treat your home like they're empty black souls. I was once a human myself, Brunhilde. I had to leave humans behind too. Ponyo wasn't listening to a word. Hands. I want hands. Hands, 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 hands. She cried. I don't want these flippers anymore. I want feet like Sasuke. Ponyo strained, then sprouted feet. Pop, pop. And hands. Pop, pop. Oh no. I made hands. I made feet too. Don't tell me you've tasted human blood, said Fujimoto. I'm going to Sasuke, Ponyo replied. You're making a terrible mistake. Don't do it. Stop it. Stop changing now. Change back. Change back. Fujimoto quickly clamped his hands around Ponyo's water bottle. But Ponyo was half human, and she kept growing and growing. The bubble was sure to burst. I need more power, cried Fujimoto. He swallowed some of the magic elixir he used to create the jellyfish. It gave him the strength that he needed. Be still, sweetheart. Fujimoto changed Ponyo back to her old fish shelf and made her sleep, 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 sleep. She's already so powerful, he thought. She's just like her mother. She should remain innocent and pure forever. He pushed Ponyo's bubble back into the large aquarium with her little sisters. I don't have the power to hold her for long. I need her mother now. Fujimoto carried a bottle of his elixir down the stairs. He opened the round door to his vault. Light flooded out from a well in the middle of the room. This door still won't shut. Tight. If even one living creature got in here. An emerald green liquid glowed in the well. It was the life force elixir. Fujimoto poured the elixir from his bottle into the well. Then drank the remaining drops. Oh yes, superb. I feel the power of the ocean in every cell of my body. When this well is full, he said the age of the ocean will begin again. An explosion of life to match the Cambrian age, when most life on Earth lived in the sea. It will be the end to the era of those abominable humans. Back in the aquarium, Ponyo's sisters gathered around Ponyo's bubble and started to nibble. Pop! The bubble broke. Again, Ponyo pushed arms and legs from her body. Hooray, she thought, I'm part human. I'm going back to Sasuke, Ponyo told her sisters. She made a hole in the aquarium and escaped. Her sisters followed. Teeth. To escape the submarine, Ponyo made a hole in the portal window and whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Seawater and fish gushed in. There was water everywhere. The water swept Ponyo and the fish through the holes of the submarine and down the stairs. She grabbed onto the handle of the door that led to Fujimoto's vault. The door opened and seawater flowed in through She looks like she's about Sasuke's age. After the giant fish passed, the rain began to fall. Soon it was storming. Ponyo returns. Goodbye, Sensei. Be careful. The storm hit the town where Sasuke lived. It was still day, but the sky was dark with clouds. The rain came down at an angle. Sasuke left school and went to the senior center. The power had gone out and the building was dark. The elderly women seemed nervous. I don't know why we're still here. It's just a little rain. I want to go back to my own house. Flick. I guess that's more like it. Flick. We're spending the night here. If I were you, I'd get back home while you still can. They're now calling this bizarre storm a micro-typhoon. Ships in the affected area should exercise extreme caution. Have a safe night. Be careful the wind doesn't blow you away. Sasuke and Lisa drove through the storm. Sasuke felt uneasy. The ocean looks all puffed up, said Sasuke. Do you think the storm could sink the ships? Ships can handle a storm, his mother replied. They go where the sea is calmer. That's what your father is doing right now. The swollen waves seemed to chase after them like living creatures. Indeed, they were not waves, but giant fish. I saw a fish. Did you see that, Mom? Asked Sasuke. Put your seatbelt on, Lisa said, and drove as fast as she could. The fish are following us, cried Sasuke. Then Sasuke gasped. There was a girl on one of the fish. There's Ponyo. The girl seemed so full of joy as she ran. She beamed when she noticed Sasuke in the car and came running towards him. That wave is just behind us, said Lisa as she rounded a tight curve. The giant fish could not turn as quickly and collided into the cliff. Collided. The girl was thrown into the sea. Mom, the little girl just fell in, yelled Sasuke. Lisa slammed on the brakes. I've never seen the ocean like this, Sasuke. Where did you see a little girl? She was out there, running on top of huge fish, Sasuke replied. Impossible. The sea grew rougher. A mountain, something wave closed in on them. Sasuke, let's go. Whoosh. The rain stopped, but the wave showed no sign of settling down. They were so high, they nearly reached the house on the cliff by the sea. As Sasuke and his mother pulled up to their house, the wind knocked the green veil off the fence and sent it tumbling. The veil disappeared into the waves. By then, 2 hands reached out to grab it. Splash! As the wave receded, a little girl walked out of the water clutching at the veil. She stood there in a daze and looked towards Sasuke. Come over here. We'll help you, Lisa called, as she ran toward the girl. It's that girl, thought Sasuke. Sasuke spotted her at the same time that she spotted him. The girl snapped out of her daze and started running at full speed. With a look of determination, she made a beeline for Sasuke. She leaped into his arms and hugged him tight. Sasuke, do you know this girl? Sasuke looked her over. Red dress, red hair. There was something familiar about her. Ponyo. Yes, it's me, Ponyo. It is you. Mom, cried Sasuke. Ponyo came back, and now she's a little girl. Whoosh! From the base of the cliff, a huge wave erupted into the sky. Riding the ocean spray, Ponyo's tiny sisters cheered for their sister. I found Sasuke, Ponyo shouted back. The ocean spray sparkled in the sunset and showered over Ponyo and Sasuke. Lisa took them into her arms and carried them into the house, away from the churning water. She turned on the emergency lantern. Ponyo, will you hold the light? It smells like you in here. Ponyo held the lantern and ran around excitedly. Stay here while I get a towel, said Lisa. She tried Ponyo with a bath towel. Look at that pretty red hair. Pretty red hair, pretty red hair, she said. It's almost dry. Your clothes are dry too. That's because Ponyo was a fish mom, said Sasuke. Water can't make her wet. Ponyo grinned and nodded. I really like this thing. I really like this. Let's calm ourselves down with a hot drink, suggested Lisa. Let me turn on a tad bit of a light. There we go. Just so we can see better. Okay. Okay, Sasuke sat down. Okay, Ponyo copied Sasuke and sat down too. Lisa brought warm milk and honey to the table. Ponyo stared with wide eyes at the syrupy golden honey. Sasuke's spoon clattered in his mug as he stirred to melt the honey. Then he licked his spoon. Ponyo copied him. Clatter, clatter, lick, lick, lick. It was the first time she had tasted honey in her whole life. It was delicious, delicious, delicious. So what would the two of you like to do now? Lisa asked. Ponyo didn't hesitate. Ponyo wants ham. I'll make some dinner then. But first, we should start the generator so we can call Kochi. Ponyo looked confused, so Sasuke explained. That's my dad. We talked to him on the radio. Is he an evil wizard? No, of course not. He's the captain of a ship. So Ponyo, what's your dad like? He hates humans. He keeps me in a bubble, so I swim away from home. So what's your mother like then? Oh, she's big and so beautiful, but she can be scary. Just like my mom. Ha ha ha. Lisa tried to get the generator going, but it wouldn't start. Looks like something's wrong, she said. Maybe it's clogged, said Sasuke worriedly. It is clogged. It's clogged right over there. Ponyo moves her fingers like she was pulling out a splinter. Pulling out a splinter, pulling out a splinter. Tug, tug, tug. And then, vroom. The generator rumbled to life and the lights came on. Ponyo, you're enchanted, said Sasuke in amazement. It's light now. Antenna, antenna. Come in, Kochi. The ocean's waves were still very rough. Lisa set up an antenna in the yard, then used the microphone on the short wave radio to call Sasuke's dad, but there was no answer. For some reason, the ship wasn't coming through. Dinner time. Just like Sasuke, Ponyo put our ramen noodles in a bowl. Lisa poured hot water over the noodles and covered the bowl with a lid. Okay, close your eyes, close your eyes, close your eyes, close your eyes. It takes 3 minutes, Sasuke explained. Ponyo was so curious to see what would happen. She peeked out between her fingers. Lisa warned, Ponyo, no peeking. Ponyo quickly closed her eyes tightly. Get ready to look now, Lisa whisked the lights off. It's ham. Ponyo was delighted. Ah, hot, hot, hot. As Ponyo ate, her eyes grew heavy with sleep. She fell asleep before she finished her noodles. Lisa laid her on the couch. Sasuke looked at her and asked, Do you think Ponyo came from far, far away? I'm sure of it, his mother replied. Look outside, Sasuke. The waves have calmed down. Maybe because Ponyo fell asleep. A small light shone in the hills across the water. Was it a flashlight? It's moving, said Lisa. There's someone over there. That's the senior center, Sasuke said. I could get there if I took the mountain road. Sasuke, I should go. I'll go with you. I'd feel better if you stayed here. See how many pages we have left, actually. Okay. But why can't we come? Sasuke asked seriously. I'll wake Ponyo up and take her with us. I want to go with you. Sasuke, right now our house is a beacon in the storm. Our light can be seen by the town and by the ships. People will be lost out there in the dark. Our light will help them find their way, Lisa explained gently. You know I need to help Yoshi, Naruto, the others at the center. I need you to be in charge here. You will do the right thing. I know that. You are so smart and so brave. You can do it, Sasuke. is making the ocean rise. The ocean is rising. What's going on here? The ocean's rising, rising, said the frightened crewman. Before he could answer, Kochi sensed a presence and turned around. Shining waves rippled through the dark ocean, coming closer and closer. Something's coming. Bathed in golden light, a beautiful ethereal woman cut across the ocean and disappeared into a distant wall of water. Summoned by Fujimoto, grand memory had come. Thank you for protecting us, Goddess of Mercy. Thank you for protecting us. That's a powerful barrier spell. How did she learn to do something like that? Back at Sasuke's house, Fujimoto had come to check on Ponyo. He peered in and was shocked to see her asleep next to Sasuke. I can't believe it. No, she's turned into a human. Hold still. Wobble, wobble, wobble. Girl, stop. This is serious. I want to save your sister. Finally, she has come. Fujimoto sailed to meet Grand Memory. You've come, my beloved, he said. Look at my ocean. Something has changed, said Grand Marie. The seas are like they were long ago. It's full of magic and power. Ponyo got into my elixirs, and she drank human blood. Ponyo, what a lovely name. The moon is tugging at the sea already. The earth is pulling satellites from the sky. It's all my fault, really, Fujimoto explained. She's become a human, and not nature out of balance. She's so powerful she doesn't understand, but she won't listen to me. She loves a little boy. Please cleanse the human from her, or the planet is doomed. Grand Marie enclosed Fujimoto in the palm of her hand. Be calm, my dear. Grand Marie closed her eyes and read Fujimoto's mind. Sasuke. The boy's name is Sasuke. Listen, my darling. Why don't we let Ponyo become human for good? What? Cried Fujimoto. Yes, we must test the boy. If Sasuke's love is true, she continued, Ponyo will become a human forever, and the balance of nature will be restored. But, cried Fujimoto, if his love isn't real, then Ponyo will turn into sea foam. True, that is where we all came from, my darling. The boy's so young. If he fails... Shh, Grand Mary. Look toward the house where Ponyo and Sasuke slept. Let them sleep, she whispered. They'll need their rest. The sunken city. The next morning, Sasuke and Ponyo woke up to find themselves surrounded by water. The sea was full of fantastic creatures, unusual fish they had never seen before. Swim by, swim, swim, swim. How come your mom's not here? Ponyo asked. The water's so high, she must be stuck. Too bad we don't have a boat. Sasuke sighed. There's a boat right there. Ponyo pointed to Sasuke's toy. It's too small, said Sasuke. No, it's not. Ponyo stood in front of the toy boat and put her fingers together. She concentrated hard, then opened her arms out wide. Something amazing happened. The boat grew bigger. The candle inside that gave the boat its power grew bigger too. Wow! Sasuke packed his backpack with provisions, then he put on his captain's cap and hung binoculars around his neck. Everything's shipshape. We're good to go. Sasuke lit the candle, and the boat began to glide through the water. Glide through the water. The toy boat moved steadily forward across the mirror-like surface of the sea. Ponyo called out cheerfully, Hey Sasuke, look at me. Ponyo turned upside down and looked at the candle. Sasuke, we're moving, aren't we? Sasuke, this is really hot, isn't it? Ponyo, you be the boat's lookout, and I'll do the steering, okay? I'm the lookout, Ponyo replied. Deep beneath the water, they could see a road. That's the road my mom took last night, said Sasuke. I don't see her anywhere, said Ponyo. We'll find her, Sasuke assured Ponyo. She promised me she'd come back. As they followed the road, they could see fish swimming slowly beneath them. Those are ancient fish. They lived a long, long time ago, said Sasuke. I know that one. It's Botheripius. And that one, Dipnorhinosaur. I don't know. Wow, that one's really huge. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. Yikes. Be careful. Do you have a cold? Blip, 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 blip. Nizzle, nizzle. Oh my. Smoke. Not smoke. Sasuke increased his speed and passed by the fishing boats. A woman on one of the boats recognized him. Hey Sasuke, where's your mother? She called. She went to the senior center last night. We're on our way to find her. Check the park. The seniors should have evacuated there, said a policeman. Policeman. Everyone shouted encouragement. Good luck, kid. You'll find her. Sorry, I'm busy. I have a job. Sasuke, can I have a ride? Can I have a ride with you? We'll send a boat for the seniors as soon as we drop this group off. Good luck, Captain. Good luck, Captain. Good luck, Captain. The camaraderie saluted Sasuke. Sasuke straightened his back and saluted too. Then he headed into the park to find his mother. There were unusual creatures in the park too. The boat lost speed as the candle burned down. When the flame finally flickered out, the boat stopped. Our candle is almost out. Here, Ponyo, can you make this bigger? Sasuke held out a replacement candle, but Ponyo just sat in a daze. Hey, are you okay? Ponyo fell fast asleep, sprawled out on top of the boat. Ponyo, Ponyo. But no matter how many times Sasuke called her name, Ponyo did not wake up. Sasuke had no choice but to get in the water and kick his legs to push the boat along. Soon his feet touched the bottom. Oh good, Sasuke stood up and started walking. He could see where the road emerged from the water. Suddenly, the boat started to shake. It's shrinking, shouted Sasuke, surprised. Ponyo was still on top. The boat got smaller and smaller before Sasuke's eyes. Ponyo, he cried. He grabbed his sleeping friend and ran as far as he could. The toy boat returned to its original size. Inside, Sasuke's hat and binoculars shrank too. Huff, huff. Ponyo, wake up. Sasuke shook her. Ponyo opened her sleepy eyes, sleepy eyes, and smiled. Sasuke. You scared me. Please don't turn back into a fish. I don't know what I would do. Just then, Sasuke looked up. He spotted a glint of light on the road ahead. My mom's car, he shouted. Ponyo, come on, she might be there. Sasuke had an uneasy feeling. Leaving Ponyo, he ran to the car. Mom. The car was loaded with emergency supplies like tissues and blankets, but his mother was not there. Mom, Mommy, Sasuke shouted over and over. But there was no answer. Everything was quiet. Ponyo walked up with Sasuke's toy boat under her arm. Here, I've got your boat. Ponyo looked at Sasuke. There's water coming from your eyes, she said gently. Let's go find your mom. Sasuke wiped his tears and nodded. Putting his hand on Ponyo's, he started to walk. Sasuke's promise. The gazebo in the park was the only thing in the whole town that wasn't underwater. Boats docked at the underwater pier swayed in the water like kites. They swayed like kites. The senior center was underwater too. It was completely protected by a giant jellyfish. The old ladies inside seemed rejuvenated. They chatted excitedly. Here comes the whale again. Amazing. His eyes are so gentle. It's so nice to be able to run again. Fujimoto gathered the ladies together. Everyone quiet, please. The time has come for you to bear witness to a sacred test of love. Ooh, exciting, said one of the ladies. It's a trial of love. My heart is pounding, said another. The women continued to chatter eagerly. Please, ladies, said Fujimoto. The children are coming. This is a very important moment. Fujimoto boarded his submarine and went to meet Sasuke and Ponyo. Thank you, everyone. Please keep thinking good thoughts. Off in a quiet corner, Lisa had been talking with Grand Marie for a long time. When she finished, she returned to the old ladies. Lisa, please don't worry. Sasuke is a strong boy. That's right. He's an old soul. Sasuke led a sleepy Ponyo by the hand as they walked. Look, it's a tunnel, he said. Ponyo could barely stay awake. Don't like this place, said Ponyo, near tears. Don't let go of my hand, said Sasuke. The children walked deeper into the dark tunnel. Suddenly, Sasuke noticed that Ponyo had gotten smaller and was half human again. Ponyo! Sasuke lifted the sleeping Ponyo onto his arms and ran hard towards the exit. Sasuke hurried to get Ponyo to the sea, but she kept shrinking and shrinking until she was a little fish again. Shrink, shrink, shrink. Ponyo, please don't die. Wake up, Ponyo. Sasuke called her name desperately. Shh, don't wake her, said Fujimoto, rising out of the sea. Sasuke, won't you come with me? Ponyo too. Sasuke, don't listen to that wacko, shouted Toki from the gazebo. He tricked all the others into going with him, but he couldn't fool me. There's little time. A choice must be made, said Fujimoto. He looked at the enormous moon. If the moon comes any closer, the whole world will be underwater. Sasuke, please listen to me, said Fujimoto. You're the only one that can save the planet. Fujimoto tried to lead Sasuke away, but Ponyo woke up and shot a stream of water at Fujimoto. Sploosh! Brunhilde, respect your father. Hurry, come to me. Jump, Sasuke. Sasuke seized the moment and ran towards Toki. Fujimoto sent his sea servants after him. Just as Sasuke leapt into Toki's arms, Fujimoto's sea servants surrounded him. The sea servants carried Sasuke, Ponyo, and Toki deep into the sea. Ponyo's many little sisters gathered around them as if to say, leave them to us. The sea servants left, and Ponyo's sisters carried Sasuke, Ponyo, and Toki to the senior center. Sasuke approached Grandmarie. How do you do? He said politely. Are you Ponyo's mother? Yes, she replied. Sasuke, Ponyo wants very much to be human, to be a real girl. She needs you to accept and love her as she truly is. You know that Ponyo was a fish, don't you? Said Sasuke. When Ponyo tasted your blood, she became half human. Grandmarie continued. Oh, is that it? I cut my thumb, then Ponyo licked it and made it better. So that's how she became human. Could you love her if she moved between two worlds? Asked Grandmarie. Yes, I love all the Ponyos. It's a big responsibility, but I love her. Grandmarie placed Ponyo into the palm of her hand. Ponyo, to become human, you must choose to give up all magic. Can you do that? Yes, cried Ponyo. Grandmarie put Ponyo into a bubble and held her out to Sasuke. Kiss the bubble, child. When you return to land, Ponyo will become a girl, growing up just like you. Thank you, Ponyo's mother, Sasuke said. Grandmarie proclaimed everyone. The balance of nature is restored. Life begins again. Everybody cheered. I'm so happy, Ponyo. Good luck, Lisa. I'll need it. She'll be fine. When they returned to land, Fujimoto came up to Sasuke holding his toy boat. This is yours, I believe. Thank you. Remember me kindly. Wait, I'll get the wheelchairs. Don't bother. We'd like to walk. It's your dad. Koji. Fujimoto hesitantly extended his hand. Sasuke shook it. Take care of Ponyo, Fujimoto said. Lisa and Sasuke, look, Ponyo, there's my dad. Shit. Look, something. This is the end. And then, of course, there's the song. Let's sing. Ponyo, 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 tiny little fish. She's a little fish from the deep blue sea. Ponyo, 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 she's a little girl. She's a little girl with a round tummy. Pitter patter, hop, hop, and jump. Look, I have legs, I'm gonna run. Squishy squeeze, wave them around. Look, I have hands, let's hold them now. When I'm skipping with her, my heart does this dance. Munch, munch, kiss, hug, munch, munch, kiss, hug. Oh, he's my favorite little boy. Rosy, rosy, red, red. Ponyo, 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 tiny little fish. She's a little fish from the deep blue sea. Ponyo, 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 she's a little girl. She's a little girl with a round tummy. Sniff, sniff, sniff. This smells so good. I'm so hungry. I'm gonna eat. Take a look around very carefully. I'm sure he's there looking too. When we laugh together, my cheeks feel so hot. Happy, happy, happy. Kiss, hug. Happy, happy. Kiss, hug. Oh, he's my favorite little boy. Rosy, 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 red, red. Ponyo, 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 tiny little fish, come to the house on the cliff by the sea. Ponyo, 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 she's a little girl. She's one happy girl with a round tummy. Okay, guys, I think we're done. If you stayed this long, thank you so much for sticking with me. If you stayed this long, drop a little blue heart emoji in the comments so that I know that I love you guys. I appreciate you. I hope